I need everybody in the manifesting community to promise me that they must become aware of the self-talk they are engaged in. Self-talk and inner conversations are two such activities that everybody indulges in their day-to-day lives. We are all constantly talking to ourselves and creating stories in our minds. We tell ourselves stories and justify our behaviors and circumstances around us. We think that nobody sees us or hears our story. We think that these inner conversations do not matter, but we fail to recognize that these inner words are very powerful. They are the words of God. Many people are unaware, but Neville Goddard told us in his lectures that our inner conversations are outpictured in our physical reality. Our inner conversation creates our inner reality, which is projected into our external reality. Our external reality is a huge mirror, forever reflecting what is going on inside of us. Therefore, whatever we desire to see, hear, touch, and feel, we must feel, hear, touch, and see within ourselves first. We can do this by changing our inner speech, by changing our inner conversations, because a change of speech is a change of mind. No one in the external world is creating your reality. It is always you who creates it. You use the most powerful tool in your life every day. You can either benefit from it or misuse it to create a personal hell. Your mind is always behaving in accordance with your assumptions. Whatever assumptions you hold true about yourself become a reality. If you want to experience wealth, you must first become wealthy inside of yourself. You can experience them by having a heavenly conversation that implies that you are already wealthy. What does it mean for you to become wealthy? Is it the fancy car that you own? Is it a lavish house? Whatever it is, just have an inner conversation from a place of having that desire. You can use a friend or family member to do so. Just close your eyes and imagine your friend having a conversation with you. Hear him congratulating you on the beautiful, lavish house that you bought recently. Thank him in return. Show him the lavish car that is parked in front of your lavish house. Take him on a ride with you. It does not matter if at this very moment you don't have your desire physically. It does not matter if the reality is different from what you are imagining. If you persist in your assumption, it will become a fact in your life. In other words, you require an inner transformation. You can achieve it by meditating on a phrase or a sentence that implies that your ideal is realized. You have to affirm it inwardly over and over again until it becomes a fact in your life. You have to repeat it over and over again until it becomes an inner conviction. You have to give up your former conversation in order to successfully manifest your desire. The key here is to have a controlled inner conversation from the premises of your fulfilled desire. While using this technique, you don't have to become an observer, you just have to participate in it. For example, if you are manifesting a relationship with a specific person, imagine hearing them say that they missed you, that they love you, and that they want to be with you. In return, tell them that you too love them and that you are happy to be in their life. Hear them say that they would like to spend the rest of their life with you, and you will, in return, tell them how lucky you are to have them. Right now, most people who want to manifest their specific person are having an inner conversation on the premise of being ignored by their specific person. Internally, they engage themselves in the story where they are being ignored by their specific person. They keep thinking that their specific person does not want them. Their specific person only sees them as a friend. They always talk from the premise of being unsuccessful in a relationship. They tend to forget that they have to engage in their inner conversations and their self-talk from the premise of being loved. You can always tell if you have successfully sown the seed of manifestation or not. You do this by observing your inner conversations. If your inner conversations have changed, if you view yourself and your specific person differently from the past, then you have done it successfully, and you are going to experience your physical manifestation anytime soon. Initially, it requires some effort. You have to observe and focus on the conversations you are having internally, and you have to change the direction and the way you are looking at reality. It requires conscious effort, but if you are successful in doing so, then it becomes an unconscious process. You start having these conversations unconsciously, and when that happens, then you have planted the seed successfully. You have succeeded. I am giving you an exercise that you have to perform. You have to think of a person who used to be your friend or with whom you spent a great deal of time in the past. Let's say you had a friendship with someone 5 years ago. You haven't talked to them in the past 5 years. Choose that person and do this exercise once the video ends. Imagine having a conversation with them, hearing their voice, and asking them questions. Have the most heavenly conversation with them. Now have these imaginary conversations 2 to 3 times a day for a few days. You will be shocked after a few days when you meet them or have a physical conversation with them. I have tested this in the past. When I was thinking about a friend of mine, I had not been in touch for the past 6, 7 years. I met her at a mall and had a lovely conversation with her in my physical reality. It works. All you need to do to make it happen is discipline yourself and think from the state of already having your desire. It is our inner conversations that make tomorrow's facts. I am wealthy, poor, healthy, sick, free, or confined were first of all impressions or conditions felt before they became visible expressions. Your world is your consciousness, objectified. Waste no time trying to change the outside. Change the within, or the impression, and the without, or expression, will take care of itself. When the truth of this statement dawns upon you, you will know that you have found the lost word or the key to every door. I am, your consciousness is the magical lost word that was made flesh in the likeness of that which you are conscious of being. So, I hope this video has helped you change the way you engage in the conversations in your mind. Subscribe for more such videos. I will meet you with another golden nugget. Happy manifesting.